Hey everyone, welcome back to Growing Super Hot Chilies. I just got done butchering all my plants. I'll take you on a quick run through. You can see all kinds of leaves and small stems and stalks on the ground here. I came out here and was really depressed about the way that the plants are looking, and I had an idea that I might be able to try to help them out. So even though Overwinter's got a decent trimming done to them. So we'll start off by looking at what I believe the culprit for the poor plants, the chili plants this year, why they're not doing good. We've had rain 75% of the summer, and let's look at this soil. It's just completely saturated, soaked, and it's not what you want to look at when you look at the soil of a chili plant. You want to keep your soil dry. Unfortunately, for the weather this year, that's not possible with my potted up plants. You know, it might be different if I was actually growing in the ground or in a raised bed where I had natural, very, very good drainage. You know, this soil even has high perlite and a lot of light mulch type or peat moss type stuff in the soil. But just look right here. Let's have a focus on it. This is so soaked. It's been, oh, let me back out a little bit. Okay, you can see that green right in center frame. Right here. It's been so soaked for so long that it's growing that moss on it. Unfortunately, chilies are sitting in this very wet soil, and chilies like dry, dry soil. They don't like to be sitting in water like this. So I believe that is the reason for the plants doing this year. They're not really growing a whole lot or anything like that. So my idea was come out here and basically ever since I topped them and they were stunted from the weather and everything, basically every plant right in the bottom here was just like a fist of growth in leaves, and there was a bunch of growth going into each other all the way up. So I went in and I hacked out any small shoots like this, real small, dinky, doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot other than taking up nutrients from other parts of the plant. So I took off a whole bunch of those from all the plants and a lot of the leaves that were down low, so I can get more light, more air in here, help dry the soil out, with the excessive rain we've had. And hopefully that'll promote the growth into the bigger, healthier stalks and the top of the plant. So actually a lot of these are just now, they're starting to flower and get pods on them. Last time it was 4 weeks ago actually, my last video, and there was just barely getting a few flower buds and stuff like that on them. But I mean, this thing, it had leaves all the way down, every single one. They all got chopped off. A whole bunch of these stalks chopped off. I just wanted to take those off and get the growth, the hormones of the plant, and all the everything pushed to the good sectors of the plant. So there's some flowers that look like they might be pollinated. We'll see. I don't know if I don't think it'll drop them, because a lot of them are starting to finally push pods. Like this one, I believe this is the, let me look first before I say anything. Yeah, I think that is the Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. And like I said, how I lost track of what the plants were when I moved them out here and I marked them. I used these white plant markers, and I used a red Sharpie, and the red Sharpie bled off all the way. So some of them I know what they are, some of them I don't. Like I said, once the pods start coming out, I'll be able to ID them. This one here is the red habanero. It's getting a few pods on it. A lot of yellow leaves. A lot of those. But like I said, they're starting to get some pods on that. I think that Jay's Peach there has 4 or 5 small pods like this in different spots. Maybe not even that. I thought I saw more than that. I don't know. So anyway, I'll try to go through here, see which ones are getting the flowers out and which ones are getting pods on them. That one has no pods. That one has no pods. This one has no pods, I don't think. Check real quick. No pods on that one. That one back there has pods, and I believe is the yellow brain strain. I want to say yellow brain strain here. And it's got 1, 2, 3. 3 pods. This, I don't know what that is yet. This one got stripped big time because it had some funky looking leaves on it. I'm getting some flowers on the top. No pods. Let's see, same with this one. I think it's getting some nice little flowers in there. Let me see if I can. So, we'll back out here. But yeah, for perspective, I don't want to say that topping your plants is a failure and that topping your plants will cause a failure, because this is a non-topped Moruga and it was in the same exact boat. Yellow leaves, leaf curl, stunted growth. But I didn't think it had any pods on it. After I chopped all the fan leaves and stuff like that off of it, it's got 3 little pods on it. So, but yeah, you can see, I mean, it came up and then there's natural Y cut off there and then it's gonna Y out. Branch off a bit, so we'll see if that one puts out a good bit. This is the other Moruga, I believe, and it does somewhere right here. It's got a small pod on it too, and 4 flowers up there. So we'll see if those decide to pop some peppers out of it. All right, and here the Bohemian goat pepper. I've got one that's almost ripe on here. It's got that nice orange. Almost looks like a sunset color. A little bit of green left on it. Green pod here. And a pod here that is just now starting to get a little bit of color on it. And up top here, it's gonna start pushing out some more pods. So we will see. Like I said, no pods on those. I don't think there's any pods on that, and I don't know if this was from the rain or what, but a lot of them were getting this brown spots and stuff on it. It was only like this one and that one that had those brown spot leaves. I should have took those off, but I must have missed them. But yeah, here, got a bunch of flowers coming in on the top. No pods. We'll do a bird's eye view of this. See, it's got a whole bunch of little flowers coming in. There, there. This is probably going to be a pod. And these are starting to push out some flower buds on those. So, this little dinky yellow, sad-looking plant. Let's see. Is a Jay's Peach ghost. So I have a Jay's Peach here and a Jay's Peach down on the end. No pods. Flowers, but no pods. This one, let me see if I can pull the tag. Sometimes I can make out what it says, sometimes I can't. This one I can't see what it is, but it is getting the small pod there. It looks like it's going to be more of a longer pod than a round pod, just the way it's coming out. But it does have a bunch of flowers coming out of there, so we'll see. It might get might turn around for August. I haven't looked at the weather report yet, but I'm kind of afraid to. I don't want to see a bunch more rain. This one is actually getting some pods, little round pods. I can't really make out what that one is, but it's got the pod there, pod here, pod there. So it's getting a couple on there. Not a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. So, okay, these two back here, the small ones, the white habaneros. I have one that's actually just about fully ripe. That probably is fully ripe. Real small, little jelly bean, little white habanero. Let me tip this up so you can see under the canopy. But it's just loaded with little white habaneros. So that one's putting out. All right, we're getting one. Got a bunch of pods on there. The other white habanero, it's getting, you can see pods here, there's some back there. But this is one that some kind of animal got into and ripped that side off the plant. But yeah, it's getting some pods in there too. So, all right, now for the overwinters. And they're not even doing, like I said, they're not doing as good as I thought either. But they're doing better, obviously, because they're overwinters. So, we'll get in. We got a pod here. You know, looking through this canopy, it's loaded up with flowers. I mean, you can see there's a lot of flowers in here. But it's got that one pod, and I think there's a few others in there, but they're real small. This is the only one that's kind of true to form for the Moruga scorpion. So, and then the Carolina Reaper. Well, actually, 2 weeks ago, I pulled off a whole bunch of small dinky pods that looked just like this, and they ripened up, they were of color, not of form. They don't look true to form, but this was a plant that I got all those nice looking reapers off last year, but this year it's just not really putting out too well yet. Up top there's some hope, because you can see this one is looking kind of cool. It's got the nice little scorpion tail coming out of it and stuff like that. But yeah, this one is also getting loaded up with flowers on the top. Probably maybe a dozen pods on here. There's a group right here of some pods. 4 there, there's one there. That nice one up there. One in the back right here. So that's that. And then the breadwinner of the overwinters is the yellow ghost. Let me get down and show you. This thing is loaded with pods, starting from back here. Lots and lots of pods. I didn't think it had this many pods on it, but it had so much vegetation I couldn't even tell how many pods were in here. So after cutting out all the leaves and some of the little dinkier shoots coming out, this thing is really putting out, which surprises me. I mean, it's got the real wet soil and everything, but it's somehow doing better than all the others. So yeah, hey, how you can see up here where it says like filled in, that was the whole plant before I trimmed it. So that thing got a good trimming going on. So yeah, guys, I know it sucks not really seeing a lot of progress on chili plants, but if you have a container garden and it's outside like this, it's the weather is gonna dictate how your plants grow. And our weather sucks this year. So yeah, that's it. I didn't clean this up because I really wanted to show you guys how much I butchered and cut off the plants. And it was a lot. It was a good bit. But yeah, hopefully August brings a lot of sunny days and no rain. Because like I said, this soil has not dried out at all since I potted them up. Not one bit. I haven't been able to water them or anything. I reluctantly gave them nutrients and the stuff they needed, but their soil was already saturated, so I don't know if I did more bad than good doing that. The only thing that makes me think it might be a little bit better, some of the newer growth is greener than the old growth. You can't really tell too much on that one, a little bit. But yeah, that's it, guys. It's probably going to be a couple weeks until the next update, maybe even towards the end of August, depending on how much these plants start to grow. So we will see. All right, guys, I'll catch you next time. Bye.